Hey gang, I was messing around with my Strat today and found kind of what I thought was a bit of a Gilmour-ish tune, so I thought I'd do a couple of Gilmour-ish licks. So that's about it. Hope you enjoy these. As always, if you like it, go ahead and click the like button, and if you haven't yet, subscribe for one of these every week. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get to it. All right, gang, let's go over this now up close. First things first, you can download the tab from the link in this description. Also, the backing track from the link in the description. And hopefully you can have some fun, and it might help you a little bit, but at least have fun with the backing track. Okay, so first things first, the sound. So for those of you who think I kind of got the sound down a little bit on this one, I'm going to tell you how I did it. For those of you who don't think so, do your own thing. And more power to you, and let me know how you did it. That'd be super helpful. All right, anyway, I'm playing out of the neck pickup on my Strat, and then out of the amp that I'm using a bit of a crunch tone, but really just enough gain to just make it break up a little bit. I've got some reverb on it, I've got a decent amount of delay, some delay on it, and I've got some compression so that I can get some sustain in the bedroom. I don't have the advantage of playing at super high volume in a stadium. Last thing I'm doing is something that somebody taught me fairly recently, and that is I'm using a tube screamer, and I'm putting a tube screamer distortion pedal, and I've got the gain turned all the way down on it, all the way down to basically to 0. However, when it's at 0, it's not really at 0, and it adds a decent amount of sustain and a bit of grit to the sound. So I really kind of like that sound. That kind of sound, and think it kind of got it for this. Anyway, if you disagree, do your own thing, and that's cool too. All right, so let's talk about the lick that we're going to play right now. Now, I'm playing it over, obviously, a Comfortably Numb like progression of B minor, A, G, back to B minor. So that's all in the key of B minor. So B minor scale is going to work great over this. You can play notes in B minor. We're going to try and follow the chords as well. But we're going to try and do it with sounding like a bit like Gilmour. All right, so let me play the whole thing first, and then we will cover it line by line. There's really 3 parts to it. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start way up here in the 14th position on the guitar. Okay, so that's the whole thing. And let's play it line by line. So here's kind of the first line that I'm thinking. Okay, so that's starting way, way up here, 3rd string on the 16th fret, and we're gonna follow this B minor, little B minor triad. So we're going 3rd string 16, 2nd string 15, 1st string 14. So that's right there. And then on the 17th on the 1st, we're going to bend that up a whole step and hit it again when it's up and bring it down. And then I'm just giving a few more hits there. So the first part is okay, and after I hit those 3 notes, I'm immediately coming to the 2nd, and I'm kind of pre-bending it. And pulling on the 17th, whole step, bring it down to the 17th. This is on the 2nd string now. Pull off to the 15th, play the 16th on the 3rd, and back to the 15th. All right, sounds like this. Let's put the whole thing together now. You can tweak that up a little bit as long as you cut it off. All right. Here's the second line. All right. So I'm just going to play that, sets up that 3rd line where we're just going to bend that up. But we're not going to get to that 3rd line just yet. Okay, so this line is definitely sort of Gilmour-esque, I think. So we're playing on the second string now. We're shifting positions down to here. On the second string, 10th fret, 12th fret. And now we're bending up a step and a half. So 3 frets, basically. We're angling for this note. So that's not very common. You hear that in Hotel California solo. Here's another place where you hear it. So Gilmour is fond of those bends. So let's do that extra little bend. So once we come down with that bend, we're going to play again on the second, 10, 12, and then we're going to slide down quickly from 11 to 9 on the third. So, and then come back down into our home position. Now we're playing in B minor. This is our B minor pentatonic for that last lick. Right, that's our B minor pentatonic. All right. So here's that last lick. Let me just play it one more time very slowly so you get it. Okay, so one bit of advice or one word of advice. You want to try and get it, try and figure out the picking so that when you're hitting the notes that are the highest note on the string, like the 10th on the second and the 9th on the third and the 9th on the fourth and so forth, that you're doing a downstroke and you're going to pull off on that. And you're going to really dig in and play this one hard. Okay, you're not going to pussyfoot this one. You really got to play it. So here I'm really digging in on that. There's a number of different ways of playing it. You can shift positions if you want to at the end or what have you. But this is the most comfortable one that I know of, and you can play it. A very useful lick. You can use that in a number of ways. And you can also come up with your own licks based on that. Like something like or stuff like that. And it all works. All right. Anyway, it's a fun one. Well, there you have it, gang. Short and sweet. A couple of Gilmour-ish licks. Hope you enjoyed them. Hope you can use them. We'll see you on down the road.